Hello, my dear students. So, today I'm going to start the new chapter, chapter number 3, that is management and business environment. Okay, so about this, before starting this particular chapter, before going to in depth knowledge of the same, I would like to introduce you with this chapter, what it is about actually. So, as we know, a business is there. The success of this business depends on what? Depends on its internal management, yes or no? Yes, fine. So the success depends on internal management. But you cannot say that it will never be affected by external forces. It may also get affected by external forces. External forces. Like what? It may be external forces. We can classify external forces as outside the business organization, whatever will happen, like government policies. Government is to used to introduce different kinds of policies. Then you can say competitors are there in the market. Okay, consumers are also there, whom we need to satisfy. Next, suppliers are there. Okay, so likewise, this is your organization. Inside the organization, everything will come under internal management, and all the things that are outside the organization will be known as external forces that may affect the entire structure of the organization. So let's take some examples that how it may affect, how the external forces may affect the organization, right? So just take one example. If the tax rate increases, okay, so tax rate, we know that after a certain particular amount of income of a particular individual, government imposes tax on him or her. So the tax rate is being decided by the government itself. So when the tax rate will increase, that will increase the cost of production. Whatever production you are making in your organization, that will be increased as well, because there is a direct relation with the tax rate and cost of production. And now when the cost of producing a particular material will increase, that will tends to increase the price as well, isn't it or not? Price will also increase, yeah. Now which may result in what? Fall in demand. As a result, the demand will decrease, isn't it? So can we say that the effect of tax rate will fall directly on the demand of the product? If tax rate will increase, then demand will decrease because price will increase, as per your economics concept, right? So we can say that the tax rate means who are imposing the tax rate? The government is imposing the tax rate. That means it is, what is government? It is one of the external force. So can we say that the external force is affecting directly or indirectly the organization? Now suppose A, B, two organizations are there. A is the competitor of B and vice versa. Okay. So suppose B is producing cell phones, mobile. A is also producing mobile or electronic goods, right? Now what happened, you see, he is taking one mobile smartphone cost of 4,000 rupees from customers, but the cost incurred by a organization for the mobile is 4,500. So he can't able to take 4,000 rupees because that will not mitigate the cost as well. So he has to keep a certain amount of profit. Let's say 4,501, only 1 rupees profit he has kept. Then also, from whom customer will buy this particular mobile? From 4,000 wala, that is from B, or from A with 4,501. Obviously they will buy the mobile phone from B because price is lower. So now when A is seeing that constant basis, every person, all the consumers are shifting from A to B, then what A has done, though it has cost 4,500, then also A began selling the cell phones at 3,999, 1 rupees less than B. Then customers again will shift from B to A. That means, try to understand, student, due to price increasing of the competitor, one manufacturer has to reduce the price of the particular goods of the competitive product. Due to price decrease of another competitor, the manufacturer has to decrease the price of the competitive product. What does it mean? That due to competition, competitors, the price has been what? Decreased. So it is affecting or not? It is affecting the market. So in one word we can say that external forces will affect the organization. Is that clear? So now let's see about the business environment, its concept and meaning. Business environment. What does it mean? It means the sum total of all the individuals plus institutions and other forces that are outside the control of the business enterprise. Okay. Whatever individuals are there, institutions are there, and other forces are there that are outside the control of business enterprise, that is external force. Okay. But they may affect its performance, but they are affecting the performance, affect the performance of the what? Business. Is that clear? So they will be known as the total, the collaboration of individuals, institutions and other forces outside the control of business. Those who will affect the performance of the business will be known as business environment altogether. Is that clear or not, students? It is clear. Okay, fine. Now, so now we will come with the basic features of what? Of business environment. So what are the basic features of business environment? These are important points, as because this is not only the features, students. This is important as because the questions may come in between these points in the form of case studies. Okay, so as you are in class 12, now it is mandatory for you to do the case studies. Now see, external forces. I think that no discussion is required regarding external forces. I have cleared it, that it consists of all the things that is external to the business organization, like government, competitors, consumers, etc. Right? Number 2, specific or general forces. Specific or general forces, it is divided into two parts. That is, one is specific, one is general. So under specific forces, what does it mean? It directly affects the business organization and its working. Direct effect on business organization. Okay, and it's working on its day-to-day life. That means directly affecting the business organization and its working as well on day-to-day basis. Like, what are the examples you can take? Behavior of consumers, how the consumers are behaving, about the taste and preferences of the consumers, what do they want, which kind of product they want, about these things. Okay, suppliers, investors, etc. This is called specific forces, and general forces means that affect the industry as a whole. It will only affect the business organization, but it will affect the industry as a whole. That can be directly or indirectly. Okay, now the industry will be affected directly, but a particular business organization will be affected indirectly. Let us take some example to clear this point. For example, changes in political, social, legal or technological conditions may require the business to change its policies, may require or not. Due to change in political or social and other conditions may require the business to change its policies. Now recently the European Union banned the import of mangoes from India. Recently what European Union has done, Europe has banned the import of mangoes. Previously they used to import mangoes from India. Okay, it has banned that. This has affected all business organizations who are exporting mangoes for each business enterprise. They has to formulate their own strategies to handle the problem or not? Yes, they has to make new strategies to handle this problem, because all the export to the European Union has been stopped by European. Now, for that reason, the business organization has to change its policies. So, in the next lecture, this is lecture number 1 of the business environment, and lecture number 2 of the management and business environment, we will discuss the remaining features.